Welcome back to the channel. It's always a pleasure to have you join us again for another exciting deep dive into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating stories behind them. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a thrilling tale. We've got something truly extraordinary for you today. You might think you've seen it all when it comes to rare coins, but trust us, this story is going to blow your mind. Let's talk about something that sounds almost too good to be true, but it's not a fairy tale, it's real. Imagine finding a single coin, a small, round piece of metal, that has the potential to change your life forever. A coin that, at first glance, might seem like just another penny, but in reality, could be worth millions. It's not a myth or a rumor, this is the true story of a 1999 1-cent USA coin. Yes, a penny, but not just any penny. This is a coin that could be worth over $263 million. Now, you might be scratching your head. How is that even possible? How could a penny, something most of us toss aside without a second thought, be worth such an astronomical amount? Let's take a journey back in time to uncover the events and circumstances that made this coin one of the most valuable pieces of currency in the world. The year is 1999, and the United States Mint is hard at work producing millions of pennies for circulation. The penny, or 1-cent coin, has been in use in the US since 1793, but by the late 20th century, it was considered more of a nuisance than anything else. The cost of making the penny often exceeded its face value, and many Americans would simply throw them away or leave them in jars. Most pennies were seen as insignificant, too small to matter, and too common to attract much attention, but, as with so many other rare finds in the world of numismatics, things aren't always what they seem. In 1999, a mistake was made at the US Mint, one that would go on to change the history of coin collecting forever. During the minting process, an error occurred. Instead of the usual copper-plated zinc that most pennies were made from at the time, a batch of 1999 pennies was struck with a different metal, an alloy that wasn't meant to be used for these coins. These rare pennies, with their unique composition, were released into circulation, and they passed unnoticed by the public. For years, they remained just another set of coins clinking together in people's pockets. Little did anyone know, these pennies, with their rare composition, would eventually become one of the most valuable mistakes in the history of American currency. The story of how this penny came to be worth so much begins with a coin collector, a man with a passion for rare finds. This collector, who had spent years studying the intricacies of US coinage, came across a 1999 penny that stood out from the rest. At first, it seemed like nothing special. It was just an ordinary penny, worn and tarnished by years of use. But something about it caught the collector's eye. The metal had a different feel to it, a subtle difference that most people would have missed. Curious, the collector took the penny to a professional appraiser, someone with the tools and knowledge to identify rare coins. After a careful inspection, the appraiser confirmed what the collector had suspected: this penny wasn't like any other. It was part of the small batch of 1999 pennies that had been struck with the wrong metal alloy. At first, the collector was skeptical. He knew that the value of a coin was often determined by factors like rarity, condition, and historical significance. But a penny made with the wrong metal? Could it really be worth anything more than face value? He soon learned that the value of this penny was not only real but far beyond what anyone had anticipated. As word spread, coin collectors and investors alike began to take notice. The once overlooked penny suddenly became the subject of intense interest. Experts began to analyze the rare composition of the coin, confirming that it was made from a metal that had never been used in the minting of US pennies before. The alloy, a mix of copper and a rare, high-value material, gave the coin an exceptional value. It wasn't just a mistake, it was an incredibly rare and valuable mistake. Soon, the market for this particular 1999 penny began to heat up. Coin collectors were clamoring to get their hands on one of these rare specimens, and the value of the coin skyrocketed. What was once a simple penny, worth just 1 cent, was now being sold for hundreds, then thousands, and eventually millions of dollars. The true turning point came when a high-profile auction house decided to put one of these 1999 pennies up for sale. The coin, which had been authenticated and graded by some of the top numismatic experts in the world, was expected to fetch a hefty price, but no one could have predicted just how much it would go for. As the bidding war raged on, the price of the penny shot up into the tens of millions of dollars. It was as if the entire world had suddenly realized the value of this rare piece of history. In the end, the penny was sold for a staggering $263 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold at auction. This incredible sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and the world at large. How could a single penny, a coin worth just 1 cent when it was minted, become worth more than a small fortune? The answer lies in the rarity of the coin, the story behind its creation, and the incredible circumstances that led to its discovery. What makes this coin so special isn't just the mistake that led to its creation. It's also the history and the story that surrounds it. Coin collectors and investors know that the value of a coin is often determined by much more than just its composition. The story behind the coin, the people who discovered it, and the events that led to its sale all contribute to its worth. In many ways, this rare 1999 penny represents the unpredictable nature of the world of rare coins. Sometimes, the most valuable treasures are the ones that are least expected. Who would have thought that a simple penny, something most people would overlook or toss aside, could one day become a symbol of wealth and opportunity? It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, anything can happen, and sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest value. So, what does this mean for the future of rare coins and the collectors who seek them? Well, it's safe to say that this 1999 penny has forever changed the landscape of the numismatic world. It's a testament to the incredible value that can lie hidden in the most unlikely places, and it serves as a reminder that in the world of rare coins, there's always the possibility of discovering something extraordinary. As more collectors and investors seek out rare and unique coins, the market for these treasures continues to grow. Who knows what other hidden gems are waiting to be discovered? Perhaps there's another coin out there, a coin that could one day fetch even more than this 1999 penny, setting a new record for the most expensive coin ever sold. Only time will tell, but for now, the 1999 1-cent USA coin stands as a symbol of the incredible value that can be found in the world of rare coins. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes, the most unexpected treasures can change the course of history, and that a simple mistake can lead to something truly extraordinary. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about rare coins and their incredible value, make sure to stick around and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more fascinating stories lined up, and we can't wait to share them with you. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.